Welcome back to Upper Lusatia for the Back to Basics series, episode 14 with me, MrSealyp. Just get that weeding finished off on field 9. It's just before 10 past 6 in the morning. Oh, well, I got the rest of field 9, well, half of the field, as you've already seen, weeded. And I've now got the Deutschfahrer doing the other half of the field because it's gone into the next growth stage, so that half of the field is now growing. I've also got behind here, somewhere, the forestry weeding field 7. That will move over and do field 12 because they've both moved into their first growth stage. I'm down here because I'm going to do some simple forestry today. And when I say simple forestry, I do need to move that seed back. I'm not using Scorpion Kings or anything like that. I don't know, do I have a chainsaw? I don't even own a chainsaw. How outrageous is that? So what we're going to do is buy a couple of bits of equipment. The money went up. We were on 169. Then I sold, as you've already seen, because I was going to get charged for the overnight fees and the leasing costs on the truck and the silage tanker. I thought I would use all of that, but I'd done all the fields I needed to do. So I sold the silage at the BGA to make digestate. That took us to 171, thereabouts. And then overnight we made about 12,000, 13,000, maybe a little bit more than that, on the milk. So we're up to 185,000. All is well, all goes well. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Again, in the light of using things I haven't used either before or for a while, this is something that I did a guide to on and then never really came back to it. It was only because someone left me a message the other day. There we go. The Lizard BDF frame. This is a mod by, let me just check my notes. Oh, this was not ready. So this was a mod by Not Ready. I'm going to get that. Am I going to buy it or lease it? This I don't need to buy. This I can lease. And then that comes with various different attachments. You can have a flatbed, or I think it is a flatbed, but you can get, we're going to go with, where's the forestry stuff? Forestry equipment. There is a forestry back for it. There we go. The Lizard BDF wood trailer. We're going to lease that as well because we don't need to buy it. Now, here's the thing. I thought about various different bits of equipment. I was going to go with, I might still do, depends how I get on, I don't know. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted, tractors. I was going to go with the JCB 3000. Did I not install it? And that'd be just me, wouldn't it? Or have I gone past it? Did I not? Maybe I didn't install it. I downloaded it. The JCB, the forestry one, the JCB 3000 Extra Forestry by Marshland Mods. I was going to use that. I thought, you know what? I'm going to do something different. I don't know how well this is going to work. I'm going to get one of these. New tractor time. Let's get a new tractor. I'm going to get it with a pickup hitch. Front loader attacher, yes, because we know we often need them. Standard or wide? I'm going to go with wide, and I'm going to get the 20B. I think the 20B is the one with the cab. The 20D is the one without. So I'm going to get the one with cab. 21,500 for a tractor. Brilliant. It's only 47 horsepower. Now here's the thing. It's not going to be strong enough, I don't think. I really don't think. To pull the trailer when it's full. But it probably will pull it when it's empty. Again, this hasn't got a front loader hitch, just realised that. Not to worry. Front loaders under the pack. That was by PeterJ and NI Modding, I believe. Oh, that's what I want. I want the Biobeltz LF180 log fork. I'm going to use that. I'm not using a telehandler or anything like I normally do. And I'm going to get that in the same yellow as the Massey. So it's like construction colours. And I need the front loader. I'm pretty sure it's the... Is it the 880? Nope. 893. Nope. One of these. 875, standard or industrial. There we go. So the Massey Ferguson 875. I'm going to buy one of those. So, it's a diddy little thing. I like it. This is turning into the golden days of farming. MrSealyp's home for abandoned tractors. Well, they're not abandoned, but I used this on the west coast. It was just over, I think it was at Joe's farm, for watering the trees. Now I've just realised, because this is a swing axle, swivel axle, there's various different names. I know every time I say it, someone always corrects me. That's what I call it, and I don't like it. I've got to back that under. Now what you can do is you can drop these off all over the place and then load them up with wood and then come back and collect them. That's what I think's really cool about that. So what I'm going to do first of all, that was I think a weight. I don't need it too big because it's going to weigh the tractor down. But that's a 650. Oh no, actually you know what we'll do. Let's go with a barrel. We'll match the colour as well, why not? Yeah, let's go with a barrel. I haven't used that for a while. Okay, a few bits to attach. Yeah, the colours all pretty much matched, don't they? Just climb in from the back. God, that's quiet. It's so small, look at it. Oh dearie me, how cool. Love it. Let's hook that up. Oh, enough. Put the weight on the back. Right, what I'll do, I'll come and get another tractor to pull the trailer, simply because I need the weight on the back of this. I'm going to lift any logs. That looks fantastic. That front loader, I know it comes in industrial, it looks huge on the front of there. I suppose it's a tiny, tiny tractor. And this log grapple, log fork, whatever you call it. Now I have mentioned this before. When I normally do logging, I love use the Scorpion King, or I normally use the Scorpion King. I'll lease it and use that. I have used these on various different occasions. What I often do for picking up logs, I'll have a wheel loader or I'll use a telehandler with a manure fork. Out of all the forks I've used, the actual in-game kind of, say in-game, this is a mod itself, they normally come, and I've said this loads of times before, 2 prongs at the bottom and 1 on the top, and I find the logs shift about way too much. This one by Toxicom is a little bit wider with 2 at the bottom and 2 at the top, which helps kind of clamp down on it a little bit better. That's why I've just found using this one personally. I don't know, it's just a personal thing. What I've got to do now is find an area of woodland. Oh no, I haven't got, after all that, get all the way out there, and we haven't got a chainsaw. Let's go with, it doesn't really matter at all. Don't use this very often. Let's use a Jonsered. Jonsered. Thank you for my purchase. Oh yeah. Right, okay. So. Oh, cool is this. I think we're going to the woodland here, I think. Right behind. There's no point going miles, is there? We're right here. Then we can use this around the farm for all sorts of fun little jobs. Don't know what at the moment, but I'm sure we'll think of something. It's nice to add to the fleet. Right, okay, let's go here, shall we? Yeah, we'll do it from here. We can bring the trailer in. Right, so what I'm going to do now is go back. Is that moving? Did I put the fork down too low? Anyway, okay, right, one of my workers has completed their task. So we'll go and grab a tractor, we'll get that BDF frame, the wood trailer bit on top of the BDF frame, we'll get that over. And I'll show you, if you don't remember from the guide to, the nifty little trick up its sleeve, which is why I've picked it for doing this. Bear with me. Okay, so now I've finally got it hooked up. There's no actual front attach. There's a 3-point link on here. No front attach, or it wouldn't hook up on the front. I find it far easier to control when I do that. So here's the nifty little thing about this. You may remember, you've got the various different, what are they called, stanchions? I'm not quite sure what they're called. The uprights anyway, on this trailer. We've got the sort of lime green coloured ones in the middle. So what we'll do is goes up here. I'm going to leave this attached, I think. Actually, doesn't really matter. I won't. No, wrong one. That one. How am I supposed to show you if I detach the tractor? Genius. Right. Now, if it's L1, let me just check. L1. There we go. So if I do L1 on the PlayStation controller, L1 and side to side, I can move those ones up and down. Now, this isn't a press a button and it will go to a certain point. You can put these in any position you want. So I'm going to put them about there for the time being. Now if I go up and down on my right, so L1 on my right stick, up and down, I can do that one as well. So I can go that one up and down, and I can do this one up and down. So what I'm going to do is put that about there maybe, put that one about there. So what should happen, one, I haven't got to get as high with the little tractor here. Once I've got a log in here, I don't have to get as high over these like stanchions. But what I can also do is when I get to here, if I let them go, they should roll. They should roll down into here. When I've got a few in there, what I can then do is get back in the Deutz-Fahr, close those up, and it should squash them all up into the top. In theory. How that works, we're about to find out. So, Oh, these are big trees, aren't they? Let's get a tree down, shall we? And let's get all this off. Oh, didn't seem as long as I thought it was. As long, as tall. It's not as long now it's on the floor, as tall when it was standing upright. End off right. Let's have a look. Will this go into 2? I think this will. This is a fairly short one, isn't it? That bush would be right in the way, wouldn't it? Let's go about here. Probably the worst one to take down first of all. Right into a bush. Brilliant. Okay, so... Oh yeah, that's tiny. Did I pick the shortest tree out of all of the ones that were here? I think I did, didn't I? Right, so we should, hopefully. Get that up like that. How pathetic that is. I thought it was going to be way longer. That was an anticlimax, wasn't it? Still, the theory's sound. I'll put that in the middle just to make sure. That's what should happen now then. From there, and open that up, that should roll down there. Well, more of a slide than a roll, but so to be fair, relatively inexpensively. You know, and it's always that kind of argument that if you're going to start off doing logging on a map, and you know, yes, it's nice to have a wheel loader and it's nice to be able to pick up a whole bundle of tree at the same time, and when you're starting out you can just do it with a pickup and a chainsaw. Just load into the back of a pickup, you know, cut it up into chunks. Obviously the longer the pieces the more they're worth and all that kind of thing, but if you are just starting out and you want to have a go, you don't need a lot of expensive stuff. You really don't. You know, obviously the longer these are, the harder it's going to be to get past. I got caught up. Yeah, I have to cut them a little bit shorter then to fit between those, otherwise that whole concept doesn't work. That's why the one good thing I say, one good thing, there's a few good things about the Scorpion King, is because you can set the cut length. It's much easier to work out how long they are. Right, so we'll try and get one that's longer this time. One of these ones. I must admit, when I started to cut, I thought it seemed a bit narrow, sort of around the girth. Let's try this one. Now, obviously, the bigger these are, the harder it's going to be for the little tractor to pick them up. Whoa. Okay. So before anyone decides to comment, before anyone decides to tell me I should be using this piece of equipment, I should be using that piece of equipment, you are aware there are bits. Yes, I am. I know what's out there. I know there's bigger bits of equipment. I know there's faster ways of doing this. I know if you get incredibly proficient, and I mean incredibly proficient, with the Scorpion King, you can cut directly onto a trailer. I haven't reached that level of proficiency yet, and I've done a lot of, honestly, a lot of logging on various different maps. The Valley of the Old Farm, I did a 1,300, if not more, 1,500 trees. I mean, there was a huge amount. But that was mainly wood chipping. I don't do a huge amount of lumber. Did some on Lone Oak recently, and I've never really managed to master that whole Blimey, this is long. And I've done it through this bush again. Pesky bushes! Right, don't want to get this one too big. I don't think the tractor's going to be able to deal with it. Fingers crossed. So what I'll do once I've done these next couple, and get some more in the trailer. There might be a little time lapse, I don't know. Because obviously I am conscious of time on the episodes. I don't want to go way over, and you know, I could do logging for hours. And especially doing it this way, you know, cutting out manually is going to take a lot longer than if you were using a Scorpion King. That kind of goes without saying, really. Where's that cut? Cut there. There. These are going to be very higgledy-piggledy. They're not all going to be a uniform length. And what you can do if you really wanted to, you can pick one up with the forks. So you cut your first length, pick it up with the forks at the front there, then you offer it up to what's left, make a cut, offer it up, make a cut, and so on and so forth. And you can do that all the way along if you want to, but to be fair, it's not mega important at the moment. I just want to see if it's going to pick this one up. It should do. Just trying to get it sort of more central. It's taking the weight alright. We'll see when I have to pick it up. Get it a bit higher. That concrete right in the back's perfect. Yeah, maybe that's a little bit too short. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was too close. I would have thought that. It's not going to take too long to fill this trailer, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to fill the trailer, take it off to the sawmill. Haven't been to the sawmill yet, only in the first look, so I thought, you know what, we'll do that. At some point probably I'll do some wood chipping. I am also considering, and this is one of those, what do you think? I mean, to be fair, I'll probably do it anyway, but you know, it's always nice to ask people's opinions. Yeah, that's way too short. I really need to gauge this a bit better. The new Mudrunner DLC comes out, Mudrunner American Wilds, and I'm thinking what I might do is a little series on there. I'm going to still do the farming videos. I'll probably do the farming every day. I try and get a farming video out. What I'll probably do is try and get a farming video and a Mudrunner video out every day. So if you're interested in the Mudrunner stuff, spin tyres, there'll be something there for it, a bit of something for everyone, you know. That's the plan. See how we get on. This is going far easier than I thought it was going to. This little tractor's awesome. Love it. This next one might be a bit long, so I don't know where I made the last. Oh no, actually the last cuts there. This should be alright actually. I just suddenly remembered. Hang on 1 second. That's why. I normally have that on 125 or 150. Probably 150. And it suddenly dawned on me, I turned it up because, what was I using the other day? It's incredibly slow. I remember doing the guide to for it and saying it was fairly slow. What was it? The arm speed on something was. Anyway, oh yeah, that's a tiny bit there. I really miscut all that, didn't I? Yeah, what was it? That's really bugging me now. Anyway, what I'll do now is I'll carry on with a smile on my face, just enjoying it. Let's fill this up. don't know if I'm completely full yet, but what I'm going to do is get into the Deutz-Fahr, close the sides up, because I don't think we're going to be far off actually. It's not a huge trailer, it's not designed to take way too much. And that's the kind of point of this episode, that simple forestry. Chainsaw, something easy, small trailer, nothing mad. I'm not trying to fill up a, you know, black sheep modding semi-log, you know, 100 tree type job. Right, so let's, wrong side, let's jump in. So what we should do, L1 and bring that side up. That side wasn't too bad anyway. And then this side, whoa, not that way, up. Right, that squeezed him a little bit. Oh, we've got a bit more room. We have got some room. Nice, I reckon one more tree. We've got a bit of space here. There. Maybe another log there. Maybe one on top. One thing I did notice though, I don't think this has got straps. That is a minor drawback, I have to say. Because what you often find is the more logs you get onto a log trailer, they tend to start jostling around. And when you've got the straps, I'm not missing anything that I'm aware of. Can't seem to find any. So yeah, hello, we'll see how we get on with that. One more. Which ones have I been doing? Oh, the other thing I was checking as well. These, oh, I meant to do this one, didn't I? I forgot this one. These frames here that are in the woodland, I didn't know if they were going to be kind of usable. I didn't know if they were kind of not transparent, but you know what I mean. No collision on them. So I thought I'd try one. So I dropped one of these as ones on that you can pick up. Sits in there quite well. And that short stubby log we had from over there a little while ago. So what you could do is get out here if you were going to use a Scorpion King. Set it all on 7s or whatever and pile them all up in here. In these two frames, and then you can come in from the side with a grab here and kind of scoop them out like a trough and then put them onto a trailer. So you could use these. Quite handy actually. Right, so what was I doing? One more tree. That was it. Which one? One that I can see for cutting it up. Let's go that way. I didn't actually get to see where this one's falling. Hopefully it's not going to fall on anything serious. Oh, threading the needle. Okay. Right, see you in a minute when this is full. And let's get these sold. Right, I'm fully loaded. And there are no straps, so that's a minor downside. I was quite impressed with this tray. I am quite impressed with this tray, so I was quite impressed. I am impressed with it. I probably could have got probably another tree on the top there, piled them all up, but we've got a full trailer. That's what I was intending. Take my time down here, I don't want anything going anywhere. That said, it is full, there's no jostling, none of the logs are moving around, they all appear to be where I left them. It's a little bit laggy through the trees. Now we come out the other side, we should be right. This is going to be a little bit trickier, simply because there's not a lot of room in and out of here. So what I've got to try and do is turn that trailer here and try and get it round and level if I can. I might take some of the bottom ones already, I don't know. Oh, wow, that's got a big trigger. Oh, took it all. Okay, well that was easier than I thought it was going to be. I honestly thought I was going to have to lower the sides, and I brought the other tractor over. So I thought if I lower one side, all I can do is then come over and just push it all off with the other one, but I didn't have to. That's obviously got a very high trigger point. I've been on a fair few maps where you've got the log sell point. I've come across with a trailer and it just hasn't even recognised there's even logs on it, but that took every single one, so not bad. Okay, well, there we go, we're back up to 179,000. That's having leased the base and that, and bought the tractor, the forks and all that. So we've actually come out of this not far off where we went into it. Okay, right, well, probably sound a little bit underwhelmed and deflated by that. Not really, that's exactly what was supposed to happen, but you know, you kind of always allow for the fact that it probably isn't going to happen. I was kind of looking forward to using this and pushing it all off into the sell point, but never mind, no need to now. What shall I drive back? Let's drive this back first, shall we, and turn the lights off. That was perfect. Well, the logging's not too bad on this map then. I'll have to do some wood chipping at some point then. Wood chip sell point's just there. We do a load of wood chips and then sell a big load of them. Just trying to remember what else comes with that frame. Let's have a look in here. BDF frame. That's just the frame. I'm sure there was it bales? Is there a bale bed for it? Let's have a look. I'm sure there was more than just that. Did I dream it? How weird. I'm sure there were 3 attachments. Forestry? I thought it was bales, but maybe not. What about... was it tanks? It might be under miscellaneous. There was definitely more than that when I did the guide 2 on it. Oh, there we go. Trailer 4 O. I think it's just anything, isn't it? That's just a loading, like a flatbed. That, I think, has got straps on it for doing pallets and things like that. There was definitely a tanker one. I did not dream that. I'm sure I didn't dream it. I haven't skipped past it by accident, have I? No. Under fertiliser, slurry, I've just checked. Sprayers, would it be under there? I think all the places it might be lurking. Here's the easiest way of doing it. Let's just go that way. Let's go to lizard. It's got to be somewhere. I've gone past L already. Lizard. Seriously, come on. Surprised how much lizard stuff there was. Frame, trailer for O, wood trailer, there it is. Water trailer. Oh, maybe it's under animals. What's that? 9,400 litres and it's 6,000. Actually, that's not bad, is it? Just thinking, I used the various different water trailers. That's 9,400 litres. Why did I forget about that mod? That could have come in very, very handy. Okay, well, let's get this back. I think with that, we've done our bit of logging. That's what I set out to do in this episode. We have come to the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. New little piece of machinery and a few little things done here and there. Both the fields are weeded. 7 and 12 are done. What is going on here? Stop for the crossing maybe? If you have enjoyed it, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.